Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sculpting or attempting to sculpt this cool portrait of Uncle Fester from the Addams Family. It's done by this artist Peter Slatterly, who has this very cool cartoony illustration style that I love. I think it'll work out really well um, as a 3D sculpt. So let's get into it. Start by adding up. No. Adding two spheres. Scoot that one down. And his face is really long to begin with, so I'm going to shrink these up considerably to get that feel for it. Let's see. Scoot this one forward a little. Yeah. Maybe even we can use this almost as a guide today, I think. So we have the right proportions. Top looks good. Why is that? There we go. Maybe just a little bit more. Whoop. There. All right, I'm going to go ahead and validate both of those. And then I'm going to start pushing and pulling here to get that shape. Whoop. Yeah. No, I want the front. There. Let's lock that down for now. Let's get this shape roughed in. Which is cool. It's never a big Addams Family fan growing up. I guess that was before my time. I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old, I guess. But I love the design of a lot of it. I think it's really cool. Pull this out a little bit. Pull that out a little. And then let's add two spheres. Mirror those for the ears. Shrink that way down and get those approximated in. Unlock that viewport. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and shrink these up considerably. Get these rotated so that they make more sense. There we go, something like that. So that's the rough shape of the head. Let's add in the nose. We'll do another sphere for that, I think. Make sure that's out of the mirror. We don't need two noses. Shrink that down. Out. Really shrink it. Squash it. Rotate it. get that all situated so that it's looking right. So I'm going to validate that and just start to move it. Because his nose isn't that big, so. Okay. And then obviously we need to work on that bridge. And this whole shape. Ugh. Uncle Fester. I have a love-hate relationship with that autosave. It's always popping up. It's annoying. Okay, let's scoot this in. All right. Whoop. Where is it? There. We can actually move his nose down some, I think. Like it should be there. Yeah. Gotta refine this. I don't want to work too much on this nose yet. I just kind of want to get the basic shape of it there. There we go. And he's got this really kind of protruding brow line here, which is cool. So we could do it a couple ways. We could do two spheres and just kind of blend them in. We could do clay buildup. There's a variety of things we could do. So I think what I'm going to do, first of all, is do subtractive clay and build up these eye sockets. Oh, lock that down. If it'll let me. Oh, I know why. Back. Select that. That helps. Let's build these up. Really want like deep inset eyes. Smooth that out. Too much. There we go. Okay. And then maybe we build in this clay. And I'm using the overlay almost as like a template to see how far I can kind of push and pull things. Before I get any further, I want to move his head in on the sides a little more. Square it up a bit. Same here. Tiny bit, not much on this side. Almost like it's a unibrow kind of a thing. This clay Let's drag some of that down. Okay. Let's see when we spin it. There we go. So it needs even more, I think, for that to be effective. Yeah. So I'm not sold on that yet. I'm gonna undo that. I'm not a fan of that yet. Redo this. All right. I'm gonna try this sphere route, see if maybe that works a little better for what I'm doing. Yeah, they're pretty big. Let's try that, I guess. Let's see. And that's just a matter of like getting everything shaped. Okay. Smooth that a little bit. I want like these really deep kind of inset eyes. Smooth that down a little. Smooth that down. All right. That's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and start to paint in some of this material. It might be a little bit dark. Let's see if we can. We have time today. I'd like to go over maybe some of skin texturing, that kind of thing. So we'll see if we have time. If not, maybe it'll be a separate video. I don't know. Okay. Color seems off. I think I should have more pinks and reds to it. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay. I'm going to validate this and uninstance so I can work with these kind of separately. Let's move so I can really start to focus on the shape of the eye socket. A little bit. Really deep inset eyes. Let's move this interior part, needs to come up above that brow line. And it really needs to kind of follow this shape in order for this to really be effective. All right, that's not bad. Let's do the other one. And this one isn't as drastic. Let's come down. Whoop, a little bit. Maybe in. Let's try moving it down, the whole thing. Get it more in line with this drawing here. Okay. It's getting there. This can come in slightly. Smooth that a little. All right, I think I'm going to start to combine things here. So let's take that forehead, and then I guess it's these, yeah, and merge those together. We'll go pretty high. And then let's start to really kind of hone in on some more of the detail of it all. I'm going to turn that overlay off for now. Start to build some of this together. Get all this, might as well since I'm here. And I'll build some of this back in with, whoop, creases. Let's increase that lazy rope. It's too high. That's the other thing. Don't need symmetry for this. Ooh. There we go. All right. Since his eyes are so deep set, probably get away with that. Doing something like that. And then just really carving away all this. It'd be nice to have like just that defining characteristic of that eye socket in there right here. All right, let's add in. Now this will be interesting because the eyes aren't going to fit this whole socket area, so to speak. So let's add that in and see what happens. Sphere, mirror, pull them out, shrink them down. Don't need to be that big. So, yeah. Maybe a little bit bigger. Like I'm looking mainly at this right-handed one, the right eye. His left eye, my right eye, right view eye. So I'm going to go ahead, whoop, and add in a little bit of clay here to build this up ever so slight. Oh, too much. Actually, you know what? Just drag. See if I can shape it that way. Yeah, that's going to work. I like what's going on there. I'm going to go ahead and paint that quick. Doesn't have to be perfect for now. It's fine. So let's build, define this maybe a little bit better. Let's see if I can define this shape a little better. Because it's coming down into the eye. I feel like this whole thing is shorter, which is interesting. Huh. And higher here. I feel like the eyes are the most important part of this too. And it really is kind of crucial to defining this character. What if we move these eyes up a little bit? Move that down. Because it's just a little, nuanced here. Mm-hmm. That gets pushed. That gets bumped. That's better. We'll have to see. Smooth this more. Paint that in. Just so I can get a feel for it. And then I think if we crease some of that in. I think the eyes are probably too big. I don't know. Oh yeah. Something's off. Definitely want. Oh, I see what's going on. I think. Let's turn that off a minute. I think this whole thing needs to come in. I'm gonna really exaggerate some things. There. Let's combine this right now. All right, what is what? That's that. That is that. Okay. Let's merge that. Start to build that. Get all this figured out. But you can start to see the shape of it. It's starting to come together. Just needs a little work. Or a lot of work. Both are okay. As long as you're having fun. So let me paint some of this. Whoop. Paint that. You know what I'm going to do? Before I do this, I want to make sure I have it down. So let's paint that, and then I'm going to go ahead, crease this. That makes sense. Get that kind of nice and smoothed. Not like this. Try that again. Yeah, the shape's not as bad. There we go. Crease this maybe a little more. Whoop. Man. All right. That's not too bad. I'm just looking at the overall shape of stuff. This needs pushed in. All right. That's a little better. I feel like this still needs to come down a good bit. That needs to come up. All right, it's getting there. It's just taking a minute. All right, I don't mind that. That's not terrible. Get this a little bit more defined here. Feels like it's heading in the right direction. Weird little bump here. There we go. Getting there. Definitely getting there. Let's paint. I guess I already have that color. So we can get this defined a little bit better like the other side is. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna move away from that for now and work on this nose a little. Getting that shaped up. It's got kind of like this little bulbous nose. Whoop. Let's see if we can pull that out. Yeah, it's better. Let's see if I can maybe, what happens if I inflate this a little bit? And then move it. I don't know yet. Trying to add, there we go. Let's say add a little bit of character to that nose. That's better. You know, there's not a lot there, so. Jeez. It's got like this huge nose. Um, yeah. Let's see about figuring out this chin. Oh, that I definitely want symmetry on for. Let's see. Yeah, because this whole area is going to be in. We'll build that up with clay, I think. Let me do that now. See what that looks like. It's not a lot of area. Yeah, I think it's more than that. Let's see about smoothing all that in. So maybe we add some clay here for the cheeks. Whoop. This needs blended better. All right, it's not terrible. We're definitely getting somewhere. Increase that up. I'm gonna move this whole thing up a little. Hmm. So this should go more in. Whoop, not like that. Actually, what should happen? And then maybe we inflate that and then flatten that. Flatten. Then when we smooth all that out, gives me something to work with. Maybe that side can get flattened too. Let's build up that shape. There we go. Something like that. All right. I think what needs to happen is a little bit of clay here. Yeah. Well, kind of help bring that into play. And then I think we just keep adding clay along this mouth line. Whoop, what happened? I'm on the wrong thing. That's what happened. This definitely needs to move out. There we go. And then we need to create this laughing line. There we go. Actually, let's arc it a little more. There. And do the same here. So it's getting there. I mean, you can see it kind of taking shape. Some little subtlety things that still need done, but let's drag that up. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I might just inflate this lower lip area here that I'm working on to bring that up. He's got this weird lower lip. Let's try it. You know, I think once I smooth it down here a little bit, probably too much. I like how janky it's kind of, that lower lip looks. Let's crease it again. So the drawing's smile is wider. Yeah. There we go. I think I'm actually, let me try this. I want to kind of elongate this area here along that chin line. Mine's a little short. So I think what I'll try and do is see if this works. I don't know. I don't know if this will work, but mask off some of this because I really like what I got going on here so far. And let's blur that a couple hundred times. Whoop. Invert that. And I'm just going to try and pull it out. What does that look like? It's actually not bad. And then maybe fatten that up a little bit. Yeah, I like where this is headed. I think it's in pretty good shape. This could use a little bit of work here. This is more flat. Which is kind of funny. Just kind of going for attitude more than anything else. With all of my sculpts, I'm not the type of guy that it has to be dead on perfect to the original sketch because I don't do this for a living. This is all for fun. So if I was like a production artist, sure, then maybe that would be something I'm more concerned with. But when you're doing it for fun, that's all it is. All right. So now I'm thinking his forehead needs to be bigger. Whoop, I don't want to mess with his eyebrows though. Worked for the chin, so we'll see if it works for here. Not optimistic that this is going to work, but I don't know. I'm going to cut back a little bit here, just because when I blur that, I don't want it interfering at all with the brow line. Okay. Oop. So let's invert that. Pull that up a little. Bring it down a little. Yeah, see, it got weird. Okay. Clear it. We'll just move it, a lot more naturally. Mm-hmm. Maybe in. There, I like that. That gives me a little bit more leeway when I go to add in like creases on the forehead, a little detail stuff. So, all right, let's carve up these ears. These can be shrunk down even more. I think my ears always end up being like super fat, which I don't like. Spin those out and yeah, I like how he's got these big ears. All right, let's validate those. And I'm going to shape that up. To get this kind of ear shape. Let's see if we can use the overlay maybe. I'm going to change that to a color I can actually see. Just paint that for now. And I wonder, let's bump up the scale of this. Let's really see if we can match it up. Look at that, I'm actually pretty close. Okay. Yeah, this shape here. Now let's see what that looks like. Let's take this back down. And turn off that overlay. I love the red ears. Paint all that. There we go. Much better. All right. So we're at about an hour. Let's carve these. Just do a simple ear. I never like to really, I don't do a lot with ears. I just kind of basic shape them. You know, try and cut away enough so that they become, if you shine a light through the back of the ear, you can actually see some translucency to it. That's too thick. Give it a little bit more oomph. So I can always come back and further refine, all of this. Yeah. Just kind of give it a little bit of life to it. Something, there we go. That's fine. That's totally fine. All right. Do we want to do a body? I guess we can. He doesn't really have a neck. So we could just do one big sphere. Let's paint that black. Or dark brown, I guess it would be. Scoot him down. Make that huge. We'll just do it like it's a bust. You can sit in it. Feel like, well, we'll adjust. Validate that. Oh. And then we can kind of push and pull. Because it doesn't have to be anything crazy. This feels like it should be almost, yeah, like that. And then I can kind of shape it up appropriately. Hard to see with this black. And then what we can do is just trim it. You know, we can do a line. Ugh. Honestly, don't know if that did it. Oh. All right, let's try that again. Trim. Maybe from there. Oh, did that work? No, it did not. There we go. And then we'll just trim across the bottom as well. Doesn't matter, whatever. You know, if I wanted to 3D print this, let's just paint all that. He almost has a look like that guy from Dune. I don't know if you guys have seen the new Dune movie, but there's a character in Dune, the Baron. Kind of, he kind of has that vibe. I kind of like it. I'm gonna move this down. Whoop, a little bit here. Yeah. I might print this. It's kind of neat looking. All right, let's see. I need to work on how to make pupils better. My eyes are very, very basic for whenever I'm working on this stuff. Let's clone that. I'm gonna paint them. Yeah. Whoop, paint. Shrink those down. Bring them forward somewhat. Definitely want them by themselves. Too small. There. It's not bad. I think they need to move in a little bit. Maybe that. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Now I wonder if it's something I can do with the material. I don't know. Yeah, see, this is something I really need to learn how to do. I know there's uh, tutorials out there on how to do it. Um, so maybe I'll look it up and revisit these eyes. I'm not going to do it now, but although, you know what? I wonder, can I just clone that and then maybe make it like blending or something? I don't know. I'm not going to mess with it now. We'll, we'll revisit it. Let's make that black. Shrink that way down. Take a look at that. That needs to move. Oh, let's see what's going on. That's all right. The whole thing needs to... Wait, what is going on? What do I have going on here? So this is the white. This is the brown. It's the black. Let's make this opaque for now. There we go. This needs moved a little bit. Trying to make them look a little crazier looking, more in line with Christopher Lloyd. I think his whole face is fatter. Let's add these ears in before I start maneuvering stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and validate that. Cancel auto save. Yes. And then let's label these real quick. Just say body. Okay. No, oh, nose should be pushed in, huh? We'll validate with that with it. Not that it really matters. It's going to relabel these anyways. Face. So nose, face, ears. Yeah. Let's merge those and then smooth in those ears. Okay. Good. And then let's see. Boy, I don't know. I think that's what it is. I think it's too narrow here and here. And not narrow enough here. Maybe this is too wide. Yeah. And this isn't pointed enough. Smooth a little bit. Too much. All right. Like I said, it's an approximation. Just kind of getting it as I can. Try and blend this in. Get that all painted. What is my... oh, it's not terrible. The mesh is looking pretty okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try remeshing this quick. Oop. It's gonna mess up the paint, but oh, maybe it won't. It might. Oof. What happens? That's interesting. I don't care a whole lot for what that did. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I actually don't like that at all. Yeah. Maybe if I did it at a higher resolution, it'd be better, but this is fine for now. There we go. Let's paint this other side. We are at what? Hour 19. I think we'll have enough time to maybe mess around a little bit with this skin texturing just to see. I don't know if it necessarily works for this character, but we could try it. See what happens. All right. Paint some of the original skin color. Maybe not. Still feel like this needs to move down or something. Smooth this. Whoa, shoot. Forgot about this nose. Shoot. Not a big deal. Let's give him some nostrils. Okay. I'm gonna maybe inflate a tiny bit right there. Smooth that. And give him one crease right under his nose. Mm-hmm. crease this. Whoop. Wrong one. Crease. There we go. This eye's driving me crazy. All right, so let's do real quick. It's got like these laugh lines. It's got them on each side too. Whoop. I like that. Maybe lower. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Inflate this here. Maybe smooth that out a little bit. I'm going to give us a little crease here. Too much. Smooth that. What happened? Smooth. That could be smoothed even more. There. I like I like the feel of the thing overall. I think it's a little bit off from the drawing, obviously, but like the bridge of the nose is too wide. And it's amazing what little tiny changes will do to affect the overall look of a project. You know, the shape of the nose. There we go. Even that's better. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So what do I want to do? Let's real quick, we'll put in a collar and then uh, we'll go a little bit over today, I guess. Let's add these laugh lines in, these brow lines rather. Yeah. I don't like those. Maybe just one. There we go. Smooth that last one down a little. Okay. So let's add that color quick. I'm going to change this color just so I can see what the heck I'm doing. And let's do a polygon. Oh, can't see what it looks like. Polygon. Yeah, something to that effect. Ooh. Oh, geez. Let's go back. Clear that. Clear. This needs bumped. Okay, let's try that again. Polygon here, 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 up, up. Something as such. There we go. Okay. Now, let's just do this by hand. Whoop. Otherwise, that'll mess it all up. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to be overly critical of this. It's just a collar. And then we'll go to mask, height. Whoop, did I bump the wrong one? Yes, I did. Go back. Mask. There we go. And say extract. Let's get that color. Whoop. Paint all. Oh my goodness. I want that color. Paint all. And then for that, I want this color. Paint all. There we go. And let's clear mask. Isn't that interesting? Just paint it. Actually gonna, it's not picking it up as much as I'd hoped. We'll do that. Paint all. There. Much better. Just get all this. Good and painted. There we go. All right. What's it look like if we rotate? Let's do it like flat. I kind of want to mimic this lighting, I think. So add light. Ooh, that's creepy. Look at that. That's pretty wild. Whoop. It's kind of neat too. But if you look at the drawing, the lighting is coming from overhead and on over top of them. The way you can tell is the shadow under the nose. So let's do our best to kind of get that nailed down. That's not too bad. Ugh. Kind of want to get it lined up. Just a little bit more. There we go. And then maybe up. Oh, it keeps moving it. How annoying. There. More or less. Ugh. Super annoying today. There we go. Okay. So what we can do with that is what? Light, come on. There. Increase that. Oh, maybe it should be a spot. Because I want to get these shadows on the side of his face, which will be tough to do with the sun. You know, if it's more... Go away, autosave. It's kind of fun. Down, this up. For widen that. Might not be able to. Front. Front. What happened to my light? There. Yeah, that's better. And I can fake it too with what's it look like once I start really messing with it. It's kind of funny. Like that. Yeah, if I really... I made his mouth too big. Keep coming back to this. Whoop. I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to mess with it. It's fine. Turn this off for now. No. A little bit of clay here. A little bit of clay here. That should help. bump there. I don't like that. It's starting to look like the Joker. Maybe we just inflate. Yeah, there we go. Inflate that, inflate here. Smooth that out a little. That looks weird. Try it one more time. Inflate. And then maybe move this part down. Smooth that little bit out. Right here. Crease. Yeah, it's better. I could work on this forever. All right, real quick. Skin texture. So I want to add a layer. Always make sure that you got a layer there so you can correct things later if you need to. And then go to your stamp tool and have an alpha ready. Let's use, we'll use this. And then it's just a matter of, whoop, turn off symmetry. Match your color. Maybe. There. And painting on your texture. Whoop. And the neat thing about doing it on a layer, I'll show you in a minute, is you have the ability to lower the opacity, the strength of that texture. It's like, I like that. So now I just got to go back because I didn't block this out and paint that in, which isn't a big deal. Paint, where's my paint? There. Right, paint, yeah. And get that all painted back in. Before we go, let's make this, what am I doing? Turn off the color. Yeah, paint all. Paint all. This is lit, right? Yeah. That's odd. It might just be what's going on with this? Oh, stop. I don't want to validate. Okay, whatever. So that's that one. Validate. That's that. That should be black. Very, yeah. There we go. And then we can do this super quick. It's kind of neat. We'll do that. Okay. And then post-processing. I don't know if we need, yeah, we'll leave that. And it really is just a matter of messing with some of these settings. I think we need bloom. Sometimes I like to mess with the curvature. Whoop. When it wants to work. There we go. Let's make that black. Make it more cartoony. There we go. Front. Oh, right. Let's super quick maybe paint in some shadows on the side. Let's do that as a layer. Make sure that's selected. Add layer. Doesn't need to be that. So this, ooh. Go back. Roughness. No metalness. Stop. Stop. Ugh. Decrease that significantly. It's cool. And I can kind of like build in my own shadows on all of that, which is cool. I'm gonna bring this back. And a little bit on the cheeks here. Whoop. Just dealing with that. Ugh. There we go. And maybe the edges of his ears. It's just the way you can kind of fake it in. Okay. Let me turn that layer up so I can get this painted. Is that the right color? No. Okay. Layer down. Let's take a look. Not bad. Let's turn off the reference. Zoom in here and you can see all that cool. I gotta smooth all that out, but you can see that skin texture, which is super cool. Let me, so if I go back to the base and I smooth this, it shouldn't have too much of an effect on the, can't tell. Do I have wire? Oh, that's why. No. I don't know. Anyways. But that is Uncle Fester. Let's do the old turntable. There we go. With the kind of horror lighting. I see a few things I could change here and there, but overall it's not too bad. I kind of like it, so. All right, guys. I appreciate you all taking the time to watch as I sculpt along here. Please like and subscribe as always, and I will see you next week. Have a good one.